Update my new phone.
Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, we punch the second of two tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the New England Patriots and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
And some space here. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. James Robinson, 62 yards. And the Jaguars are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you've got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
I kinda can't. You got it though.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Gets through and now an opening. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Under pressure, they got him again. Josh Allen in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Does it feel hot to you, Okogo?
Huh?
Does it feel hot to you, Okogo, or is it
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Robinson. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
So on 4th down, here's the Australian native. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They hand this off to Harris. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise,
Yo, what
that
up?
was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete
Kicking
pass
ass
on
and
1st
mad.
down.
I just
That leads
beat
to a
someone
2nd and 10.
Like 7 to
Play
45.
action.
Oh, nice. I'm playing Madden right now, too.
I'm playing
Yeah, I know.
A lot of bad news on that
call.
play for them, wasn't there?
Okay.
Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Under pressure, and they got to him again. K'Lavon Chaisson providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll field this at the 5. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he'll let this one go deep for choke. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the
I haven't
clock
talked
is
to you in
going
a
off
while.
in your head. It's
Yeah,
time
I
to
know.
go. Tuck it and get all you can.
My mom. Say what?
Did you figure out your living situation?
No. And my mom and me ended up in the hospital. I ended up in the hospital today, and she ended up in the hospital 3 days ago. And is still admitted. I'm in her room just visiting her. And I'm staying the night. But I was in there for having a seizure while in her room.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you
Surprised they didn't admit me, knowing that could have the same thing as her.
They'll run on 1st down. Robinson.
Yeah. Turns out she could have something called prolonged QT.
He has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him
Yeah,
get to the
it is
second
pretty
level,
hot.
because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Sorry, the nurse came in.
Yeah.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds.
I got a bunch of guys waiting on me for
inside the 15 before they drop it.
What game?
5M, but not the server you're in.
Oh.
Second quarter action.
You're in a new server?
I'm leaving New Night.
Round weekend.
Okay.
Because fuck New Night.
What'd they do?
They're turning into Cali RP, is what they're doing. They got new head tags, they got new dude, it's so dumb.
So, who are you with now?
They'll look to throw.
Hitman RP.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No,
I haven't fully left New Night yet, but I'm trying to
near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing, you already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
up.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with
But if
30
you get on a decent time, hit me up and we'll play some
Passing
games.
situation on second down.
Will
They hit him
do.
with the draw instead and pick up
Oh,
that
there you go.
yardage.
Talk
Yeah,
to you, man.
because the
Later.
draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing: get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play. Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Sure. Yeah, 'cause they're not even plugged in, so I don't know. I'll put them back on in a few hours, but I can give you a break. Are you feeling better?
Not really.
No. They discharged you though?
Yeah.
What'd they say?
Nothing.
They didn't say what happened or anything?
Nope. Yeah, they didn't even check why my chest was hurting or anything. Nope.
Like a 12 lead and then that?
Nope.
You told me your chest pain?
Yeah.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff.
And anytime I cough or sneeze, my chest hurts like a mother trucker.
Did they have to do like a sternal rub? Like, did they have to do this to your
No.
chest? Because that can cause that chest.
On the draw, Robinson. And he takes it in.
No.
Touchdown,
Yeah.
Jacksonville. James Robinson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking
Yeah.
in the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way you can create space down near
Yeah.
the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Because I'm sure they wouldn't have.
Lambo on for the extra point.
Yeah, they checked me for strap but found
And it's good to make it 14-0. Pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the capper that put it in the end zone around 8
and
yards.
you'll have me all night, so you'll have me all night, so I felt better staying here than going home.
It didn't smell. I think it just came loose.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jones on first down. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry.
Basically, the reason I'm staying is in case something else happens.
As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Have you been getting
from their own 40 to the other 40? The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10.
You need to go to the bathroom?
Back to throw. Jones. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now Jones off the play fake. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on out and try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 56 yards out. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think in this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air, maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens.
Okay, I heard nurse. Yeah, her ID. I don't think it came out, but I'll go get a new dress. Yeah.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back him up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. On the run, it's Robinson. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment.
Excuse me.
But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC divisional round game. And it's the Cleveland Browns who will fight on as they knock off the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
But I went ahead and threw all the section and everything away for it.
Yep.
I'm going to see if they do something.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
What a way to start the second half. These guys are showing no signs of letting up. They have a chance to take a decided advantage with this possession.
Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Jaguars. Laviska Shenault, 59 yards. And the Jaguars continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and it's now 21-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones, his throw incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what the top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and knock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Lambo to add on the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Like it only hurts when I cough.
Shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. New England's offense set to go. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jones, complete. It's Henry. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 44, Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 27, Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 at the 19. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Devon Hamilton with the tackle. And again, they'll go right back to the and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play. Who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
As As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Robinson, a first down and then some. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. 112 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line.
Brandon, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Robinson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Back to throw here. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10.
These type of plays are backbreakers for our defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Jaguars season will continue at least one more week as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.
NFL playoffs.
All right, so like I promised at the top of the show, let's get into some of the more memorable sound bites to come out of the divisional round of playoff football. And we absolutely have to start with this postgame clip from Jaguars defensive coordinator Alexandra Bishop. Now, you know the story. As a hero...
Today, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's the AFC Championship game on EA Sports. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
The Oklahoma product Baker Mayfield trotting out there now with the rest of this Browns offense.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, That should open up his running game, too. Mayfield on first down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Malcolm Brown just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw taken in by Landry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. K'Lavon Chaisson able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and let's get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Taken at about the 36. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And we talked about it last week, the pressure of not just playing in the playoffs and now in the championship game as they try to close out a perfect 19-0 season. Of all the games they've played, though, this year, this is far and away the toughest one. If they find a way to win it, guess what the next one will be? The toughest one they've played. That's what happens when you have a perfect record on the line.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. Touchdown, Jaguars! Laviska Shenault, 44 yards. And the Jaguars are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. And on a stage of this magnitude, the conference championship, so many early game jitters can happen, so that scores a big relief to a coach.
Yeah, no one wants to mention that in the locker room before the game. No one says, hey, listen, don't fumble or don't do this because you don't want negative thoughts. That's why getting off to a good start is so huge for everyone. The first score in the conference title game, massive.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Touchdown. He'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Mayfield's throw into the hands of Hooper. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. first quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield now. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Mayfield throwing complete there to Hooper. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. Now Mayfield. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And this one nearly picked off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's to the veteran tight end, Carter Landry. Touchdown, Jaguars! Carter Landry, 48 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. Complete to Bryant. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Fights through it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Janovich. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On just about every team, okay, forget it. On every team, the goal is to be in 3rd and what they call manageable, to give yourself a chance to pick up a 1st down. How about that call on 2nd down? The big man puts them in position to make it 3rd and manageable. I wonder if he'll get a 2nd chance at it to try and pick up the 1st down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Peoples-Jones returning. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. In 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here in the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
Had to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 59 yards. And the Jaguars continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it is 28-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Beckham and the Browns set to take over again. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried. Because a lot of times, that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when it finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far this game. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
They go play action. Mayfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Jaguars will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one. He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll look to throw here. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play that time for Jacksonville.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Touchdown, Jaguars! DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Lambo on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, 1 half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half and the right to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, as I'm privileged to hand things back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Touchdown! Carter Landry. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jags are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and it is 42-0. Now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
The fullback Janovich on the handoff.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Another carry for the fullback Janovich. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
They run it with Janovich, the fullback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Play fake, Mayfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 30 on second down, Mayfield. And his throw here is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked it on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the gun, Mayfield. Out left side here to Bryant. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought,
taking it right down Broadway. 20, 10, 5. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson, 75 yards. And the Jaguars get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. Peoples-Jones returning. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Browns on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Bobby McCain. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. How about that? Their quarterback, 28 yards. And the Jaguars are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Peoples-Jones returning. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Heading out, it's a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Now their backs really against the wall now. They knew how tough this would be on the road, AFC title game, and they have gotten all they could handle and then some. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 92 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys to the Super Bowl. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw. Being chased out loud. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Brendan, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Lambo on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Cleveland offense making their way out. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Point after by Rambo, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The Jaguars are Super Bowl bound as we say goodnight, everybody. And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
know, all the way back in September, we began the regular season with a rough idea of what to expect from the new 18-week schedule. But no one, I mean no one, could have imagined we'd see the Jaguars finish it undefeated. The Colts, the Texans, the Titans, they each got 2 chances, and they each got 2 losses. In fact, we saw every team in the NFC West and AFC East take their best shot, and the Jaguars stood tall every time. Like Muhammad Ali over Sonny Liston. But are they the greatest? Well, with the playoffs just around the corner, we're about to find out.